Assalamu alaikum. Greetings of peace to you. Welcome to the Making Sure work portion of the training program for consultants. We start with using the discuss phase to engage trainees in sharing information about themselves. Course facilitators should try to get to know their trainees better by asking them what they want to accomplish by taking the course, and how they think the course will help them achieve this. As course facilitators learn more, they can determine how to adjust their training style and approach to improve the way trainees derive benefit from the course. The discuss phase provides an excellent opportunity to discuss why emphasis will be placed on working in teams and helping each other improve team performance. Course facilitators should explain the difference between the traditional approach of working individually and competing with each other and the approach of helping each other. One more thing. You may notice in the lower left corner of the screenshot, a score is displayed. This informs all participants of the total score of the discuss phase. In this case, the score of 1/2 means that a total of 2 participants are in the course, and one of them has made a comment. This score is automatically calculated by the ShuraForAll tool to keep everyone informed of the participation level of all trainees for each of the major phases of the course. Since every comment requires selecting a course of action, the discuss phase starts with tapping the plus course of action button. An unlimited number of comments can be added by each participant. Each participant in the discuss phase can add up to 3 courses of action. A course of action is a statement that describes a good way to proceed to achieve the desired outcome. After entering your courses of action, tap the Submit button to display the page where you can enter your comment. To add a comment, select one of your courses of action and then type your comment. Using the text box style features, you can make your text look the way you want. You can include links to other web content as needed, and you can attach reference documents that support your comment. After the discuss phase ends, the course facilitator taps the decide phase button. The message appears, "Initiator of this Shura needs to set the courses of action to select from. Please come again later." Until the course facilitator sets the courses of action to select from, the decide phase is inactive, and the participants cannot select their preferred course of action. To fix this, tap the plus set course of actions button to begin the process of determining the courses of actions to select from. Next, the course facilitator selects up to 5 proposed courses of action that will be used by trainees to determine which one each prefers. Each time a proposed course of action is selected, it moves to the first available field. This process is repeated until all the desired courses of action have been chosen. The message at the bottom of this display is intended to remind the course facilitator to be sure to set the courses of action to select from. Following completion of selecting the courses of action to choose from, each trainee returns to the course Shura to select his or her preferred course of action. Once the selection is made and submitted, it cannot be changed. When the decide phase end date has passed, the course facilitator returns to the course Shura to review the selection results. The ShuraForAll tool automatically adds up all the selections and displays the number of selections for each course of action. The most frequently selected course of action is automatically moved to the deliver phase. If the course facilitator decides to override this course of action, then he or she can type in a different course of action. In this case, the reason for the change should be given. to provide everyone an opportunity to understand why the decision was made. Before describing in detail some of the ideas associated with the deliver phase, we think it is a good idea to refer to a handy reference resource named Deliver Phase Tips. It is located on the bottom left side of the Deliver Phase page. Tap the button with this name to display its contents. You will notice this pop-up screen provides short descriptions of various Deliver Phase functions. Anytime you want to be reminded of how to perform a function, just tap the desired function. Think of the Deliver Phase as a global workspace, a space where all course Shura participants regularly interact with each other as they try to improve their collective performance. When the course facilitator first comes to the Deliver phase, only the course of action description that came out of the Decide phase is shown. No objectives have been set, no teams have been formed, no assignments have been given, and no progress has been made. One of the primary roles of the course facilitator is to establish the setting in which activities will occur. The process starts by tapping the +Add button. Working from top to bottom of the pop-up screen, type in a new course objective, a new team name, and the first course assignment in the action step text box. Then assign a weight value from the pull-down list of numbers. The purpose of assigning a weight to an action step is to communicate its relative importance. For example, a weight value of 10 indicates that the action step is of highest importance. When an action step is completed, the Done checkbox is checked. If you know you want to add more action steps, then tap the Add More link before you tap the Save button. Once you have entered all the information associated with the Add and Objective function, tap the Save button to store your entries. It is strongly recommended that the course facilitator enters enough information to clearly establish the setting in which all Deliver phase activities will occur. This means that each assignment for the course should be entered along with its corresponding set of objective, team, and weight values. At this early stage in establishing the desired setting, we suggest using a team name that plays a different role than the team names that trainees will pick for their teams. Something like facilitator or coordination could work as the facilitator's team name. The big benefit from doing this is that all your trainees will know all the course assignments. Each person can then copy and paste each assignment into their own action step descriptions and begin working on completing them. More emphasis on the benefits that come from taking this approach will follow. Here's a representative example of an objective, team, and action steps entered by a trainee. Starting with the objective, develop the practice of giving high attention to detail. It is important to note that a good objective is often one that a person strives to achieve over an extended time period. It is better to limit the number of objectives for a course to be about 3 and certainly no more than 5. More than this usually leads to confusion because it's too difficult to achieve so many objectives. The smaller the number, the better. A good list of training objectives is presented on the ShuraForAll webpage titled Recommended Training Objectives. A link to this page is located in the Training That Builds Communities section of the website's homepage. Let's assume that the course facilitator gave the assignment, conduct a thorough and accurate physical and psychiatric evaluation of a patient. In this case, we see that the trainee entered the assignment as an action step exactly as stated by the course facilitator. Following this procedure is a good way to use the deliver phase. That's because the ShuraForAll tool will automatically keep track of the completion of each action step for each trainee if the information is consistently entered into the system. Course facilitators should require that each trainee adopt this procedure. There are a number of good reasons for this. Maybe the most important one is that it creates a record of what the trainee has stated he or she will do. This helps to hold both the course facilitator and the trainee accountable for their actions. Comments and related documents can be attached to every assignment/action step by the trainee and the course facilitator. This way, an ongoing dialogue can be maintained as an assignment is being completed. The trainee can upload documents and provide evidence of the assignment completion, and the course facilitator can download, evaluate, and upload and return assessment results to the trainee. Another big reason is that the ShuraForAll tool will automatically calculate the achieve rate statistic for each trainee, both at the individual level and at the team level. Let's talk about the individual level first. Traditionally, evaluation is all about how the individual performs. ShuraForAll carries out this evaluation based on the combined weight of the number of completed action steps compared to the total weight of the number of all assigned action steps. If you look carefully at the achieve rate calculation for the trainee displayed on the screenshot, then you will see the value is 47% and it is shown as a bar graph. This number is derived from the two action steps displayed. The first action step is given a weight of 8.5 and it has been completed. The second action step is given a weight of 9.5, but it has not been completed. So the achieve rate calculation goes like this. The numerator value is the sum of the weights of the completed action steps, which in this case is 8.5. The denominator value is the sum of the weights of all the action steps, which turns out to be 8.5 plus 9.5, which is 18. The achieve rate calculation is then 8.5 divided by 18, which is equal to 47%. This is the individual performance of the trainee on the OnSAR team. ShuraForAll takes a similar approach to calculating team performance, except numerator and denominator values are determined from the collective values of all the team members. The main point here is to understand the concept, not necessarily the details. The concept is that both the individual performance and the team performance matters. The course facilitator should put more emphasis on team performance as compared to individual performance. To make the team performance higher, each individual on the team must perform at a high level. Realizing this, team members should help each other perform better. What has been proven to help boost performance is breaking down an assignment into smaller parts. More on this in a moment. Sometimes an assignment overwhelms the trainee because it is too complicated and is made up of too many steps. When issues like this occur and the trainee thinks that not enough support is given by team members or the course facilitator, the trainee can tap the drop-down icon and select the report option. This option displays a text box that allows the trainee to submit a description of the issue to the course facilitator. ShuraForAll sends a notification email to the course facilitator directing him or her to tap the Manage button in the message to resolve the issue. A positive way to respond to the situation is for either the course facilitator or a team member to suggest a way to break down the assignment into more manageable parts. This suggestion can be made by adding a comment to the action step being discussed, as shown in the list of 4 items displayed. When a comment is added, ShuraForAll sends an email notification to everyone on the team. The notification refers to the relevant objective and action step and also includes the content of the comment. If the trainee thinks the suggestion is a good idea, he or she returns to the action step and edits it by adding separate action steps for each item in the list. This way, as each breakdown action step is completed, the achieve rate calculation is updated to reflect the progress that is being made. We hope it becomes more clear from this discussion that there is a big difference between the roles of the achieve rate calculation and a quiz or test score. The achieve rate communicates progress made toward achieving an objective. The more action steps that are being completed as expected, the more progress is made. Completed as expected may not mean a quiz or test was passed. It may mean that the completion of the action step meets approval. In general, the more a person practices completing steps within a process, the better the performance of those steps becomes. As a famous athlete once said, "The more I practice, the luckier I get." ShuraForAll provides capabilities for course facilitators to manage the participation of trainees in their course Shuras. A list of all trainees is displayed when tapping the Manage menu item. This allows the course facilitator to track course fee payments, generate a profile report for each trainee, and remove a trainee from the course if the situation calls for it. When a course is offered for free, no amount is displayed. In the case where a course fee amount is displayed, but not actually received, the course facilitator should contact the trainee to determine what happened. Tapping the profile icon that appears in the Actions column will result in displaying the trainee's profile report. This is a convenient function that allows course facilitators to see the ongoing progress of trainees whenever desired. Each trainee can view his or her profile report at any time by tapping the My Profile Report menu item. The content displayed is the same as what is displayed when the course facilitator taps the trainee's profile report icon. This report provides a unique view of the trainee's individual performance compared to the collective performance of all the trainees who are on the same teams. Beginning with the Objectives section of this report, it displays collective team performance of all the trainees who are on the same teams as the trainee whose report is being displayed. In the Team Name section, the report shows the individual performance of the trainee for each team the person is on. Each trainee and the course facilitator can view the Shura profile report at any time by tapping the Shura Profile Report menu item. This report presents a composite picture of everyone's performance in the course Shura. Beginning with the Objectives section of this report, it displays the collective performance of all the trainees in the course for each objective that has been set. In the Team Name section, the report displays the collective performance of all the trainees for all the teams they are on. This concludes the Making Shura Work training session. Thank you for your participation.